Fourth overall goes to Parker Lockhart.
Exciting moment. Your adrenaline kind of rushes whenever you get to judge one of these. And it's been a great show this morning. A lot of really good prospect steers that we've seen come through here. I have tried to use cattle that what to me represent the kind that work and as the preferred protein source on a global basis. I think whenever we produce beef, we've got to have cattle who've got the body type and enough frame and length of body that they look like they can grow and convert efficiently. They've got to have enough muscle coupled with the genetic potential to marble so that they're going to excel in carcass merit. And when we get into the pageantry of a show ring, they've got to have that extra look and pizzazz and the presentation behind them that we in Oklahoma do such a great job of. And so, interestingly enough, as always, you get into a show like this, the AGR, state of Oklahoma, there'll be several steers that we saw today, maybe got beat in class, maybe stood deeper in class. There'll come a day, a few months, a year or so down the road, those cattle may go win a national show or compete to win one. And that's a testament to the job that you all do in the state of Oklahoma and why it's such an honor to get to work a show like this and get to exhibit in shows like this. Another special treat for me is to have been here working with Kaylee Curbs. Kaylee, one of my all-time favorites, ever judged for me, an immensely talented young lady. And interestingly enough, as I peek across the ring, I guess one final point that I feel like is really important. Kaylee, who I respect immensely, I know we didn't place all the classes the same. We didn't have all the same breed champions. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's healthy. And I think our country would be a lot better off if we had more respect for different people's opinions, more respect for each other, and realize that there is a basis for arriving at different opinions and different judgments when it comes to cattle. As I said earlier, stock shows are about cattle, kids, families getting together. I encourage the exhibitors, learn from what we talk about in your cattle today. Is one of the great experiences of my youth to get to go to stock shows and learn from judges and what cattle ought to look like, and I wouldn't be where I am today without that experience. With that, it's been an honor. I know we've still got progress steers to do. I began this morning, I look around here, I realize I had a lot of friends. I hope tomorrow when I'm back with my family showing heifers, you'll still count me as a friend and not be too upset about anything I did today. Now, I say that in all sincerity. With that, let's give these exhibitors a big round of applause for a great set of breed champions.
Congratulations to our grand champion prospect steer, Peyton Rogers. Congratulations to our reserve grand champion steer, Jet Moore.
pretty good for being that small.
Oh, Parker.
Congratulations to our third overall prospect steer, Parker Lockhart.
Out here, there's some really good kicks that back to the barn, in addition to the ones that are standing in the ring right now. I talked about each of them in class pretty thoroughly, and I think when you get out here, you can just go pick your favorite and the one that you want to have a hand in when it gets to the end. That calf for me is out of 3. Bring that second place calf in, and that was maybe just a little more youthful looking steer that wants to be a little tighter on his ankles, and he's definitely calmed down since the last time he was in here, so that's good for him because these early shows, I think it's important that those cattle have a good experience out here in the ring. I think the next best one in my mind, and the one that I don't care if they match, I think when you're looking for consistent judges, I think consistent is the best ones, that's good. This time they happen to look really similar and be made a lot alike. Our class 1 winner is going to be reserved.
Some leg hair.
There's some good ones out here, no doubt. Some good cattle you got beaten guys. Through it all, as we go back here and talk about each one of these, Capo, lightweights, I like a lot about him. He's one that, whether you like him powerful, whether you like him good looking, big rib, deep, sound, I mean, he brings some of all that to the table. And I think about ways he could all be better and getting critical of them. I hate to even start into some of the minutiae, but I like that secret. I think he balances well. I think his chest looks neat and hollow, and his neck ties in high. When you drop into that rib cage, and you got that time hip and quarter, big-legged rascal. I mean, I suppose if you maybe have a little more foot underneath him up front, relative to all that leg and bone that he's got, but just a real solid steer and an impressive line. The steer with the white was underlined. Another one that I love his body type. Looks like he's one that can be easy to feed. He can take the feed really well. Got a nice top plate in him. He's a gap that maybe reads a little different in terms of maturity up in his head and neck. Flatten out his chest a little, just a little. And we get into the finer points of this, but with respect to good kind of cattle, I think he brings a lot there and represents a lot of things that are really possible. Steer out in the third class. Very complete one in his own right, a steer that gets in my eye in terms of balance. I like the degree to which he sets back in his knee. I like the way he gets out and goes as I commented in class. Time to time, that steer doesn't always set down just perfect in his rear passing. They want to tweak it just a little bit, and he doesn't always set down super comfortable. But a little bigger kind of steer. Another one that reads youthful and honest up his front end. Big top, big rib cage in him. Represents a really good kind in my opinion, but that's why I'm changing just a little bit back behind in that rear ankle. Then a super powerful steer that won the 4th class. A lot of competition in that one. Big arm, big hips, a lot of power in him. We could really tie him with that. Appreciate the degree of soundness that he brings with him. And I said in class, we could change him just a little back to his shoulder. So again, my compliments to the exhibitors, the people back in the barn. This is an impressive set. Class winners, the show keeps getting better and better. It started off really good this morning. I'm going to tie this line right down on the first class for very good cattle in first class, and the one that wins it, he ties together a lot of stuff that makes him pretty impressive. Big hip, stout, old built, neat look to it, handles it really well for being on the move, pretty athletic. He may not even be quite as flexible as the steer we stand second. This one is really good with his lower joints and in the ground as he gets out and goes. That's one we like to talk about, good body type, big top end. When we start to break him down in comparison, a little more shoulder, a little less hip in him. Proportions aren't quite as good, but a nice dress steer.
The first class in here anticipated the Civil Health Show that we had, but he did disappoint. They said after this given a big round of applause again, a great set from top to bottom. Our significant presenters, some of them maybe give and take in terms of stoutness, some of them in terms of look and appearance, but just a great set. So let's give them a round of applause for the future champion here. Yeah, like every day. Again, we talked about all of them class. We're going to try to move along. We know it's getting late today, so comes down to 2 or 3 really good hitters, or 2 or 3 hitters to me as I see them today, is how they hit me. I'm going to go out and take one more real quick look, pretty much made up my mind, and we'll get you a champion and move right on into the next division. Let's get it. Very functional, very complete. Appreciate her being safe. She's natural, she's fresh. Implement some substitutes, sit down, big bone, next time travel, so I like it. If you only get you on her, maybe just maybe a little finger up through that brain, maybe a little tension, but that's being awful critical on a really stout road. I sent her when we come to see how she fits in when we bring her back up here. For the champion.
That really come to mind when you start trying to put together a Grand in Reserve. There's probably 3 or 4 heifers out here that I thought were ultra high quality and hit me pretty hard in class. There was one that when she came into class really caught my attention though. I think really a standout in terms of quality in this group. So I guess the longer I'm out here looking at him, your champion becomes fairly straightforward. It's your reserve that maybe deserves a little bit more discussion or thought. I'll show you the one that I like best and step out here and consider another one for reserve. Folks, let's show her appreciation. This is a darn good job of Simmental heifers. Let's give them a round of applause. Jump back into a nice class of Simmental heifers here, and I think a fairly logical place to go ahead and start. Young lady's got a tremendously complete heifer, one that's got a lot of quality from end to end. Undoubtedly stout top, really good from hooks to pins. I like the back leg that she works back there. Female's got enough body for me, no doubt. If I were going to change her, and a young lady must know it because she's sure setting her top down or doing a good job of it, she wants to roach up right in the center of her back, and I'd like to relax her in that fashion just a little bit. That'll give her a little bit more flex and longevity as she goes forward, but a heifer that's got way too much quality to be overcome in this particular class. You know,
Close together for a great set of round heifers. They just keep coming good over there, and they'll still up the class just to go. I apologize for being prepared, but I want to be happy with myself and being as I said earlier. But I'm not going to make happy, but that's what I signed up for today, so I'm not talking to it. Comes down to 3 heifers in the feed. As I saw them today as they come out here, so you take that for the big stout heifer right over here that just won the last class. I really like the stoutness, big bone, she gets out and moves. After I talked about her doing a little deep in her wrist, but I still think she's fresh in terms of where she is in this thing with the game, and I really like her. I really like the way space heifer right there. Stout, big bone, very well presented, really gave her skeleton. The rib and some volume. And these heifers right here, again, a lot of natural thickness to her as well. We're really attractive heifers right here. I think by the second class, you really appreciate her profile. So, to me, it's pretty challenging. I guess being a little bigger show right here, a little more drama, I guess, should be over whatever I get all that behind. But we'll take one more look and I'll select your champion right there.
for you out there. You're welcome. Let's put some light on the wheel. Vegas. Here? Oh my goodness. Okay. The rest were generally all the same.
As we come back out here, another heifer that is going out in the lineup is this young lady's heifer right here. Very inspiration her makeup. Heifer, we're talking about her just much a little deeper in her point at this stage, but another one fits into that. To me, I know these two heifers were close as they come into the class, but I really like this place. They stacked up with this young lady right here. Something I heard there was a congratulations.
Very into the road.
Another nice pair of short-horn plus heifers here. Two that are sure enough different in terms of their type of time. I think the safety options up here on the front side of this class. The young man's black heifer with a white flank. One that's tremendously cowy. Who's stepping behind this one from a three-dimensional standpoint. She's got so much.
Dirt scooter? That would work good because that's in such a nice style, yeah. Amazon 139.
to start off our short one show. He's predominantly red heifer goes ahead and wins, and I think it's on the structural basis that she does so. You set her in motion, and she's going to loose constructed female in this class. She's got a little extra slack there in her spine, and allows her to get out and travel and track around really well up all four corners. Big body female, one that's blessed with enough power when you get in behind her. She's pretty fuzzy here today, maybe not smoked down quite as tight as the red and white heifer right behind her, but I think there's sure enough still enough power in that heifer, enough length and presence up front. I like that heifer pretty good here in the tops. Red and white heifer here in second, this stout featured female, one that's maybe just a little bit bigger back, bold in terms of her center rib. She's a female, you set her in motion. It's a little squishier there, the way she's designed her hop, her rear faster, and a little shorter in the rear toe. I'd like to make her just a little more refined in her UW to her front one approach, maybe just a tick deeper neck for power kind of that heifer, one that's got a lot of upside in terms of breeding potential. Young lady runs up the class with a cool looking structure, your own here, one that's long spine, level head, big bone. For me, she just needs to get out and go a little bit better, particularly in the study of the way that she moves in her knee. She's just a little bit more flex and get there as soon as that heifer's got some stout pieces for young lady to work on.
And over here in the male, we show two injuries that are young lady was spinning around your company over here, class winner. Really a nice female, functional, big body style. She's really good in point. Very long, a heifer that really moves out very well. You just think that it go long stride over both hands. Back it up to her front end, and it's going to be interesting to see how she stacks up with her back in a few minutes. Young man's heifer in second, still a good heifer, right? So it's got some greater volume here, some natural thickness. Heifer just wants to come out of her knee just a little bit there in the front, and then maybe not quite as long stride behind. A really naturally thick, really good female. Young man, don't give up on her because she's still got a good future ahead of her, so stay hooked.
Main cattle out here, and from end to end quality, and I think you dive right into the middle of this lineup, and then also the bred heifer on the end, and I think there's a lot of different ways you could do this division. The quality is high, like I said, and so it becomes just the smallest things that split hairs. It'll sure be fun to follow this group and see what they do on down the road, because I think there's national quality heifers in here stacked from end to end. I'm going to go out and give one more look here and show you the two that I like best. Both these breeders, it's hard to make high main cattle that look this good.
Well, again, let's give a big hand for our Limplex exhibitors over here in the B ring. And once again, we got a really stout breed from top to bottom. There's not a bad heifer in here. Just a couple maybe that short their way off to the top in my mind, as I see them today. Those two being the young lady with the heifer here out of that plat. Took me like 2 hours to evaluate the heifer. This just hits me hard. I really like her.
Nice pair of heifers here. I think a really logical place to go ahead and start in this class, and one that brings a lot of good pieces to the table. Really a Cowie high mane female here that's got exquisite balance underneath. Stout featured, big hip, thick-ended. Appreciate the substance that she has as well with respect to her foot shape and her bone work. She's not the longest, freakiest neck one we've seen here today, but boy, she ties it high to the top side of her shoulder. When the young lady tugs on that cable, she really gives you a neat look. If I were to change her, and this heifer structure is very, very nice, but to me, the shape with which she gets there in terms of her rear too is maybe just a little off. Underneath the presentation, she might be just a hint pointy hock and got just a little bit of excess joint there in her pastern, but hey, that's a good heifer, and that one's got a really bright future in front of her.